podcast. 22-minute podcast. Don't want to take up much of your time. Just gonna read some headlines. Stuff.
Welcome to the 22-minute podcast. My name is Wes Severson. Today is Friday, December 20th, 12/20.
12/20.
Winter solstice. No, I don't know. That might be like tomorrow or something. Does that happen every year? I think it does. I think it's an annual thing.
It's got to be a thing.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, because what? Oh, sorry. I'm here with Mike Finley.
Hi, guys.
There he is. Yeah, wasn't that the thing? It was like 2012, Mayan calendar thing. It was like when the winter solstice begins, and it was like the 21st or something.
Oh, right.
Maybe it was the 12th. I don't fucking know.
Right.
You know, I was talking about last episode just about like kind of these weird logical things that just kind of hit you where you realize like, why is no one seeing this?
Sure.
This seems like
Sure.
a very obvious indication of the contrary of what they're talking about.
Right.
You know, the 2012 thing. Obviously, there's 1,000 different debunkings of why the dumb Mayan calendar doesn't mean shit. But the main thing was like it was based on a numerical number of like years past, like a number of years that will pass, not so much like a certain year.
Right.
And it just everyone was like, oh, it's 2012, and they didn't even consider the fact that like, hey, you know why it's the 21st century, but it's the 2000s, because you don't start with zero, assholes.
Right.
So are we a century off? Are we 1 year off? Like I think it's 1 year. I think that's essentially what if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen next year.
Right.
And so all of this bullshit is just, again, we are so addicted to hype. It's
100%.
so we're so brainwashed just to be stimulated. Just go jerk off.
Right.
I don't know. Just get it out of there. You know? Just feel something real quick if you really got it. Don't take it to social media. Don't freak out about some arbitrary numerology shit. You know? Go write an article about Cuba Gooding Jr. having a history of sexual assault. It's more useful than...
Go write an article about Cuba Gooding Jr.
People need to know. People need to know.
Ah, it's radio.
No, people do know. Like, the reason I know is because people know. Okay. What?
The reason I know is because people know.
Yeah, 'cause I figured it out? No, I'm not an investigative journalist. I'm not a cop or something who, like, discovered a victim. Police report? I don't know. Okay. Today is December 20th. On this day in 1949, a lot of domestic abuse happened. But also, the Beauty and the Beast ballet premieres. And people really thought about judging a book by its cover. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's beautiful, but look how shallow she is. You know, all she cares about is like, oh, Rose. She's gonna get pricked.
She's gonna get pricked.
The Rose is gonna prick her. What is she? She's so dumb, dude. Yeah.
Fucking
Anyway.
face. I can't. I love this so much, dude.
Just incredulous. just incredulous about something I'm making up. It's not even real.
It's gonna prick her, dude.
It's gonna prick her.
Oh, you're making my jaw hurt from laughing so hard.
Well, thanks for being an audience. You know, because yeah, it's usually just me talking to myself. I'm sure William randomly, like my roommate, he lives upstairs, just hears me say a specific, just one word, like 6 times for no reason, you know? I remember hearing something about, like, I think I might have mentioned this before, but like some musician who stayed with Jackson Browne, which I know I've said this before because I prefaced it with, like, I'm not really a fan of Jackson Browne.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like lived below him or above him or something, and at like 9 a.m. every day he would just hear like this same kind of piano riff for like months and months and months. And I know I've said it before.
No. I think it's
the musician
Glenn
Campbell.
No, from the Eagles.
Oh yeah, I don't remember his name. Got you though. Yeah. Oh gosh, my mom would be so disappointed that I don't remember.
I think it's Glenn something.
No, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. But yeah,
Glenn Frey.
Frey?
Frey.
I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know.
I think it's Glenn Frey. But anyways,
I don't listen to that. I was gonna. Okay, never mind. You go into a southern accent, and you just immediately like jump to like using a word you shouldn't. In a way you shouldn't. Like I'll say the word pussy, but like not as an insult. You know, even in a redneck accent. You should probably know that Friday. Let's see, where are we at? About 5 minutes and 22 seconds into it. Maybe just be like, turn it down for a second.
Earmuff it.
Yeah, just whenever when you hear me pull back from the redneck accent, know that I'm about to say it. Anyway, all right, screw it. Moving on.
Okay.
I'm tired of it. Don't make me. Don't make me, bro. Not in front of the dogs.
Not in front of the dogs.
Okay. On this day in 1957, Elvis receives his draft papers.
He's going to war.
And he went, bro. I don't remember how in depth he went, but he went.
He was there.
I got, that's what you did back then.
Yeah.
Like, say, being from Dallas, whatever, and the like your dad's era, your or maybe no. I guess probably your grandfather's
era
of the Cowboys with Roger Staubach or whatever, and him, being the quarterback after a stint in the Army. Like that's a part of his mythos. And, I mean, it's true. It's not a myth, but that's a part of his building his myth.
Yeah.
And now I don't think that anybody would really care that much.
Yeah.
No. Do you know who? This has nothing to do with today. And actually, man, am I gonna forget his name? God damn it. They made a. His name Pat Tillman. Do you know who Pat Tillman is?
That sounds familiar for sure.
I feel like you probably know the joke from Family Guy.
Okay.
Which I'll tell you what the joke is in a second. So Pat Tillman was a football player, an NFL football player who whenever after 9/11 joined the Army, like quit the NFL, joined the Army, and died. But he died from friendly fire. Yeah. And so the joke on Family Guy is like a drill sergeant or whatever, like a captain, a commander for Peter, who is I'm in the now I'm a soldier in the flash to this scene where soldiers where Peter is a soldier in the war in the Middle East or whatever, and the commander's like, okay, you're gonna go over that hill, you're gonna shoot the Taliban, and you're gonna blah blah blah. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go over the hill, I'm gonna see Pat Tillman, I'm gonna shoot him. No, nothing about Pat Tillman. You're gonna go over the hill, and you're gonna shoot the Taliban. All right, I'm gonna go over the hill, I'm gonna see the Taliban, I'm gonna shoot Pat Tillman. And like he just can't see it, and he's like, no, don't do that. And so then finally he kind of gets it, and then he turns away from him, and he asks another guy, hey, have you seen Pat Tillman? So it's a hack bit, whatever. What's honestly it's a tragic story.
Yeah, I'm reading about it right now. Jesus.
Well, the most hilarious thing about the story is at his funeral, his brother is giving a eulogy.
Yeah,
an uligaki. I just watched Zoolander. Oh, are you gonna make fun of me for being a bad Googleizer? A what? Are you googly? Anyway, so his Pat Tillman's brother was giving a speech that is you would have to consider it a eulogy. But one thing he said was, Pat was a good guy. By the way, Pat did not believe in God, so I just want you to know that all your prayers are great, but he's fucking dead. Fucking lighter in the air, you know what I mean? Like, but can you imagine, like, this a high-profile funeral, and his brother gets up there and is like, this fool did not believe in God, so fucking stop.
Yeah.
Like, cool, but he's fucking dead. But it's your brother. You have a brother, so I can't imagine. You know what I mean? I can 0% imagine. Here's the other thing, though. This is also something that happens, right? People do get to the point where if you heard that your brother died, not your brother, their brother passed, that they would be relieved. And that's terrible. But it's just I don't know. To me, it's like, it's those kinds of realities that happen in the fucking world that it's not nice to talk about. Because even though if you did feel a little bit of relief, that relief comes with multiple forms of guilt.
Yeah.
Not just the guilt of obviously like the relief, my God, my brother died, and I feel a little bit of this relief, and that's guilt. But it's also guilt of like, could the relationship not have gotten to the point where is there something I could have done to where when he passed I wouldn't have felt relief?
Right.
And I could have helped him or whatever. I don't know. The complexity. Hey, make it a TV show. All right, that's what people watch. It's interesting that we don't talk about those things and we relegated them to your chosen media viewing. Like this is the space that we feel comfortable interacting with these ideas and concepts of death or infidelity, whatever. Like people watch dribble about whatever they want to explore and perhaps don't feel like they can talk about. And then shows are kind of sometimes the bridge to talking about things. And then you ask yourself, Wes, what the fuck are you talking about? Like right now. All right, December 20th.
Sad thing about Pat Tillman.
Yeah, you got pretty deep in there.
Yeah, I know. Just sort of fucking.
What'd you learn?
Oh, well, it's just mostly Pat Tillman. Yeah, was not a fan of being in Iraq, and I guess he said that us being here is fucking illegal. Yeah, just fucking.
I haven't
sad.
heard a wrong opinion
sad.
yet. You know, I
haven't
heard a lie.
His mom was like, talked to Congress, like, what the fuck is like, you guys didn't do anything, and your deceit is, yeah, it's just sad.
Spot the lie.
This guy stopped playing football to serve and
his
protect,
country.
and
then he became very disillusioned with his country because he saw the direct violent impact that we were having on a country that we destabilized.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. We're the villains. And we always have been.
Yeah.
Well, except for like a couple times.
Yeah.
A couple times.
WW2.
Right. I guess WW1. I don't
Yeah.
know enough
Right.
about World War One. Honestly. And oh gosh. You know what? Hey, what's today?
Oh, that's right. Friday, December 20th.
Yeah, we learned about Elvis and his draft papers and
Mhm.
stuff. We learned about Beauty and the Beast, the ballet premiering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of surprised it was only 1949. You know, that can't. I don't think that's accurate.
The what?
Maybe that's when it debuted in like America.
Could have been.
Because I feel like isn't that based on some like
it's a book.
really old French? Okay,
It's
yeah,
a
I
book,
got you.
So I know
okay.
Maybe it was just first adapted then.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's something. You're 100%. It's something like that. Because it is a very old. I mean, very old. It's a centuries old.
Yeah.
Centuries old story. Anyway, all right. Turning 41 today, Jonah Hill. Did you hear about like the kind of light? It's a very light scandal around Jonah Hill and one of his ex-partners.
Maybe.
It was more of just that he seems possessive.
Yeah.
And a bit misogynistic. And probably
Were there like some like texts or something released?
Yeah. It's interesting, man. Like, I mean, yeah, it was really. I mean, it was so stupid. She's a model.
Yeah.
And he was saying like, don't do so many swimsuit stuff. Like, what? That's her fucking job, bro. I got people out here, you know, in relationships on OnlyFans,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, and you can't have your girlfriend be a swimsuit model because
Right.
she's like a surfer and stuff, or I don't remember what all she, whatever. That's some insecure stuff.
Yeah.
Some insecure stuff, and I hate to hear it. To hear it. I mean, like I was saying, I hate to praise Tom Cruise.
Right.
You know, he's a great actor. But I kind of wanted Jonah Hill to be all right because I thought he was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's been pretty consistent that he's like kind of a jerk, but I don't know. I don't know that I blame him so much for maybe just like I want to know what form of jerk he is before I make that judgment. Is what I'm saying. Because is it funny?
Right.
Are we on set or something? And
Right.
is it funny, or is it degrading? There's a big difference.
It is a big difference.
Man, I was we were at a resort, right? for one of the honeymoons of Married at First Sight. And I mean, you can get what you're at a resort. You're at a resort. You know what a resort is.
Yep.
And I don't remember where we were. I think it was the one in Mexico, in Tulum. And so yeah, like you can get food, whatever, whenever you want, whatever you want.
All inclusive.
Yeah. What a dream. And so we were like all getting ice cream and shit. And I don't remember why exactly, but one of the other associate producers like muffed this PA's ice cream. Man, I still talk to that guy, to be honest. He's not a bad guy, but I mean I wouldn't celebrate who either of us were at that time in our lives.
Somebody's ice cream?
Yeah, he muffed a PA's ice cream, and I think that's what happened. He destroyed this guy's ice cream in a pretty petty way. That's what I remember. But I was also drinking a lot back then. And that's why I was saying I wouldn't necessarily champion either of us then. So I don't judge him too harshly on that. Like I said, I still text him sometimes.
About ice cream?
I should. Maybe I should just text him like, "What'd you do to my fucking ice cream?" or something. I don't know. He'd probably remember. But there were some times that he and I got heated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was not cool. But we were both children.
Yeah.
Stupid men. Useless. But no, he worked on 3 seasons. I worked on 3 seasons. So there was just a lot going on there. He was there every season I was. No, that's not right. He wasn't on the first season. Sorry. He was on 2 of the seasons. Okay, whatever. Married at First Sight, y'all. Turning 54. A man who has never directed Jonah Hill. Is that correct? Jonah Hill was not in Old School.
Nope.
Jonah Hill was not in Joker. Oh, I forgot to do my bit on Todd Phillips. What I was gonna do, rewind. Todd, who was it? Todd Phillips?
Todd Phillips?
Todd Phillips? No, Todd Phillips, director of Joker Redux. Excuse me.
Joker Redux.
Joker Redux. I haven't seen that.
I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Again, hype isn't just positive.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
So listen. The first one's overhyped.
100%.
And so the second one being negatively over admonished, whatever. Yeah, it also is not. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle. And I guess I'm gonna have to play something from that at some point.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna understand that reference. I shouldn't say no one.
Not saying he has to drive like a brand new
cool car, but definitely not a hunk of junk either. Somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. I don't know if those are actors.
Right.
I really don't. If they are, wow.
Or if those are just actual
For
ladies
some reason
that Conor Oberst is.
Well, I don't know about Conor Oberst, but yeah, like somebody, man in the street, as we would know now. Some guy down on 6th Street in Austin with a camera and a microphone, turning Hawk Tuah into a crypto industry or a scam and whatever. What's her name? Haley Welch. Why do I know her name? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, a prototypical. It's just no. Anyway, fuck it. Never happened. Anyway, so yeah, a pre Haley Welch, recorded on a Desaparecidos record. But just they're like they seem so confident and like we're being reasonable. That's the real part that makes my balls go inside my body.
Oh, the bubble
Who
gum,
are you?
of
I'm
course.
scared. Yeah, my bubble gum. Todd Philippe, no, turning 78. Bubblegum Wolf, Dick Wolf. Excuse me. I apologize. The creator of Law and Order, executive producer. He said, put that fat man's ass in this episode. Was that Law and Order?
NYPD Blue.
Oh, yeah, damn it. Failed bit. Can't rewind.
You'll get him next time.
Probably not, but that's okay. Forgot to say on this day in 1974, The Godfather Part 2 was released, as I will be releasing this phlegm from the back of my throat. 1 second. Yes. I can't believe I just transitioned into releasing phlegm.
Releasing phlegm.
Like I heard the word release and I knew that I needed to clear my throat. That's just so disgusting and inappropriate.
Oh, I need to release some phlegm.
Yeah, and I tried to play radio before I did it. It's ridiculous. What's wrong with me?
Nothing.
The phlegm, though.
The phlegm, though. Yeah.
Definitely the phlegm. Okay, on this day in 1991, I didn't see this down here at
The bad.
This is the problem with the algorithm, you know. Oh, they want to put Maria Sokolov above Jake Gyllenhaal,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't put the fucking Martin Short, Steve Martin masterpiece, Father of the Bride, on the front day of the New York Times every year on this day. You know, it's not the headline.
It's not.
Of every single December 20th. Why isn't it a Christmas?
Why aren't we celebrating this?
This is ridiculous.
That's
I've also never seen that.
I also
movie.
haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So yeah, I think you should probably assume, if you're listening, that if we ever just really, really, really hype a movie because you're addicted to it, and I'm trying to give the audience what they're addicted to.
Right.
I got cigarettes too if you need them. What are they called? What are single cigarettes called?
Squares?
No. It's where you like sell them. Lucy's. You sell.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's like a word for it. That's what that one African American man was choked to death for, selling loose cigarettes on a corner. Yep. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Anywho, what was I fucking talking about?
Father of the Bride.
Oh yeah, if you ever hear us hype a movie, we probably haven't seen it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
But
we do love those people though. Martin Short.
Oh
Steve
yes,
Martin.
no, that is true.
Steve Martin Short.
But also, like we do have an advertising deal with Netflix where if we can bump up some of their lower viewed movies, they actually pay us. So if you can just go watch Father of the Bride on Netflix, that would really help us out.
Oh jeez. On this day in 1996, Scream
Yes,
was released.
dude. So glad you got to that. That's more important than getting to the fact that in 2002, Gangs of New York was released, and Daniel Day-Lewis didn't win an Academy Award because no one can pretend to be attracted to Cameron Diaz.
Nailed it.